People don't notice farmland when they drive by because it's just background to them. Truth is, farmland is necessary for life. The many benefits of agriculture could be wasted if it keeps being overused and destroyed.
Unfortunately, McHenry County lost about 23,500 acres of farmland each decade since World War II.
As we squeeze him down, because we are growing bigger, the population, he has got to be more productive, or we have to eat less.
Well, I think if those farmlands were used for commercial, for factories, or for residential areas, the animals that live there, or the whatever they were, they would have to find other places to go to. And those habitats may be crowded already. So you would have increased competition. You may have animals that, with increased competition, you're going to have some animals are going to be, either the populations are going to go down or they're going to be wiped out. Because that competition for food and space is going to be even greater. Even though that farming is not really used for a pure habitat, animals can make that a habitat. I mean, they can still use the plants that are being grown there as some source for nesting or for breeding or for, in some cases, food sources. So I see crows eating the corn all the time and isn't in one of the fields near me. So, of course, those populations of those animals would change, and that would, if those insects that depended on those crops for whatever reason, for pollination or for whatever, you would have a domino effect of that happening to other animals too. That would affect other populations if that was just used strictly for development.
Right. Okay.
We are the food grower to the world. I mean, the corn and wheat and soy that we ship out, that also goes to feeding other people.
The economy depends a lot on farmland. In fact, farms in McHenry County generate about $95 million in cash receipts each year.
Not only food production, but you'd also be losing production of open space, which links a lot of these environmental corridors, and that's very vital to
Net cash returns to farmers decreased from 1987 and 1992 as government payments diminished and expenses increased.
couple of ways. Today there's a lot of focus on locally grown food. Okay, so if your food is grown in McHenry County, as a consumer, you might pay less because they're not transporting it anywhere because all the farmland were taken away in Illinois. And the food came from all other states or maybe other countries. There's costs associated with that. There's shipping costs of it has to get to market. So you really need farmland to provide food, not only for farmers to provide locally, but a lot of them rely on putting their product to other states, other countries.
Locally grown food is becoming more common in grocery stores.
Right now.
Right now. Well, I think I know one thing: to get a building permit, they have to look at the soils and the soil conditions and the water holding capacity of the soil and so on and so forth. Now, across the road, where the Legend Lakes are at,
Oh yeah, I know that.
I used to farm all of that. But because where the lakes are at was considered wetland, so the county or the city, I guess, because it's in the city, said no, we can't let you build on that wetland because that has to stay as wetland.
Right.
So that we have benefited water-wise, but we've lost the farmland.
Right. So
17,300,000 bushels of corn and 3,349,000 bushels of soy alone were produced in McHenry during 2015.
If you're getting your food, from somewhere else in this country or even other countries, you don't know, how it was grown. A lot of people are concerned with organic farming, pesticides, and if you have it locally grown, there's a McHenry County Farm Bureau and a lot of organizations like that really watch over, and they're the kind of the voice of the farmers. But if you lose that, you don't know how food is grown in other areas. So in that respect, you know where your food's
Now,
coming
him
from,
to
you
be
know how
more
it's grown.
productive, then we have to go with GMO, genetic. Okay. Yes. Now.
to grow organic food, farmers need a temporary plantation while their plantation is releasing the chemicals. This means that farmers will need more land in order to give the people healthier food.
Are they doing their jobs? I think they are, but have we put restraints on them? Have we said we will allow you to utilize 2% of the farmland or 0.5%? That number come out of the sky again.
Mm-hmm.
As Mr. Schiller mentioned, the Farm Bureau, Farmland Protection Commission, and others help to protect these rural lands, but they are having a harder time helping because business is getting involved in limiting the concerns of these organizations.
I think it has its place. I think
There really is no solution to agricultural disappearance, but realizing its importance is a huge step.
Our preserved parks, I think you have to have a good balance. I think that's vital to making everybody happy. I know you're never going to make everybody happy. You're going to have the environmentalists who feel a certain way, farmers who feel a certain way, the general population feels another way. But I think that you're never going to make everybody happy all the time. But I think that you can strike a balance. And I think there has to be for everybody. Not everybody's going to get what they want, but I think that if there is enough, we have enough farmland to sustain our population, if we have enough residential areas for people to live, I think that, you can make a good effort, is what I would say.
Say hi.
It's important to me that people see agriculture for what it is, not any prettier than it is, and not any less than it is.